How soon is too soon to sell your home? That's what I'll talk to you about. Hey, this is Dan Forbes, Forbes Property Group, RE/MAX 1, Cedar Park, just north of Austin in Texas. So is it time to sell my home? How soon is it too soon to sell a home? The National Association of REALTOR is telling us now that the numbers last year report that the average number of years people are staying in their home is 10 years. Now that's up significantly prior to the crash of 07, 08, when people were only staying in their home 6 years. So people are staying 10 years on average in their home. So there was a song that came out in 1984 by the rock band Clash, and the title of the song was Should I Stay or Should I Go? And you might be asking that question about your home. So I jotted down some reasons that I come across that might be an indication that it is time to sell your home. Number one, if you're at the top of the seller's market. And I think actually we've gone a little bit over the top of the seller's market. The market is shifting all across the nation, and it's certainly shifting a bit here in Austin. It's still a seller's market, but it's not going up and up and up like it was. Things are slowing down a little bit. So if you want to get top dollar for your home across the largest number of years, then you still have that window of opportunity right now. Number two, you might consider selling and start packing if you are financially stressed. So I helped some clients this year who had to sell because their property taxes had gone up so much that they no longer could afford to stay in their home. And that's unfortunate. And maybe you're feeling financially stressed. Maybe there's been a job loss or some situation that your income is less now than it was, and it's just too stressful for you to stay in the home. Maybe it's time to find something that's more affordable. Number three, your family has grown and you've outgrown the home. You need more bedrooms. You need more space. That's a good reason to sell. Number four, your family has shrunk. Maybe the kids have left. I met with some clients last week. All the kids have left. It's a 7-bedroom home. And so they think, hey, it's time for us to downsize. Number six, the upkeep is becoming too much. So especially if it's an older home and maybe your air conditioning's going out, you've had to do roof repairs, the water heater's going out. I mean, it's one thing after another. Maybe it's time for you to sort of upgrade your home. That's a good reason too. And then lastly, you are past the 4 or 5 year hurdle. And by that I mean, the first several years, your house payment is primarily interest if you have a mortgage on your property. So if you sell in 1 or 2 and sometimes even 3 years after you bought the home, it's hard for you to recoup your down payment and to make a profit at the same time. But if you are 4 or 5 years, then you should do well. And that might mean that it's time to think about selling your home. So here's my question for you. Who are you going to call? Well, you're going to call Dan Forbes here in Cedar Park, Texas, of course. I'm always happy to help sellers and buyers. By the way, feel free to call me 512-516-4666. Thanks so much.